I just come down to Magaluf just for a quick walk around. Lots of people have been asking for updates of Magaluf, so we're not going to do the beach here. We're just going to do a little bit more of the strip and just around this area near to the Kathmandu. People have been asking about Leo's Bar and the White Horse and EastEnders and lots of things, Pappy's Bar. So those are the things I'm going to try and cover in today's little video. Let's get going. Starting by walking in the opposite direction, we're going towards Palma Nova, and just on the left hand side we've got Rossa del Mar. It's a musicasse van.
See, treble clef.
With a treble clef. They actually moved a piano for us a number of years ago. So that apartment block there is difficult to see behind the trees there, but that's Rossa del Mar. And some of our family have actually stayed there in the past. Had a great holiday many years ago, and did have some comments from people earlier this week saying how they'd enjoyed their holidays at the Rossa del Mar. So we're starting to see some of the shops opening up. It's Good Friday today. It's a bank holiday, so banks, businesses are mostly closed. But most of the bars that are open will be open today. It's early in the morning, it's only just coming up to 11 o'clock. So the place has to come to life yet. So we're on our Easter holidays, and usually it's when hotels are starting to think about opening up, but this year's a little bit different. Calvia would normally have finished doing all their work, and they're not quite finished here. Here's Pappy's Bar. Many people have been asking me about Pappy's Bar, so it's still here, but obviously it's not been open for a long time. And nothing much is likely to happen here in Magaluf because there are no tourists here yet. Most of the hotels are closed. This reminds me of maybe one of the very first videos we ever did around this area. There's the Med Pet. They're open. Barbershop's open. Barbers have been open pretty much throughout the pandemic. Not had the same restrictions. They were closed at the beginning, but once they opened up, they pretty much remained open with the obvious restrictions that go with all businesses now. Here we're coming up to Prince William and EastEnders. Again, you can see lots of work going on before the tourist season starts properly. This is EastEnders. The Honolulu Hotel, and that's the road that goes off up to the strip. But before we go up there, just going to go to the top of here. Some people have been asking about the Vistasol. Oh, it's a little bit steep. So here is the Vistasol. Some of you have been asking about. parking for the clients. And this is a place that's actually open. Well, that was a really pleasant surprise. The Vistasol, yes, it was closed for some of last year, but they're open now. They have clients now. Clearly they don't have many British clients because they're not available to come until the 17th of May. But if you're planning a trip, Vistasol is waiting for you to come. We've just spoken to the lady on the desk there, and she's one of the fans. She actually watches our videos on YouTube, so that's really quite good to hear. So we're now going to move down into Magaluf, and this time we'll be going down the hill rather than up the hill. It is quite steep here.
It's a lovely view from here.
Yeah, the views here are more or less of Palma Nova. So we walk down now from the Vistasol and we can actually walk up towards the strip. Still lots of work going on here. All of that will be done over the next few weeks, and the roads will be re-tarmacked, or surfaces will be made good again. Some of the businesses opening up. Hopefully some of those clients from the Vistasol will be coming down here, having a drink in a bar, spending some euros in a few shops that are actually open. There's the bungee rocket up there. Fancy getting shot up into the sky and then get a video of your experience. I think it's not for me. So we're just coming to known as the Magaluf strip, with all the bars, clubs. That leads down into Torrenova. We're going to be going this way back down into Magaluf. We're not going down to the beach today, we're just doing the streets around here. We have an appointment to meet later on, so it's going to be a fairly short video. We won't get our 10,000 steps in, but hopefully as we go down you'll see some places you recognise if you're regulars here in Magaluf. They all look a little bit different because most of these have been closed for a year, more than a year. In fact, some of them may have opened temporarily last summer but were closed down almost straight away. Edificio Tagore. I did notice on another site someone was talking about Magaluf and how they were hosing down terraces ready to open. And you can see there's unloading some beers, and maybe they are planning to open. Again, so we're not going down to the beach, we're just going to go down the strip. Look, it's a beautiful warm summer's day, and you can see the beach from here. There's no one on it at all, so it's empty. Temperatures are probably going to get up to about 25 degrees Celsius today. There is an oasis here. Crystal's bar is open here on the strip. You can get a drink, and there's a few people already out enjoying coffee, English breakfast. So that's great news. Things are starting to come alive, and the Crystal bar there is the place to be on the Magaluf strip on the 2nd of April 2021. We do have stricter restrictions for the Easter holidays, so the bars are only open on the interiors. They're not allowed to use the insides. That's not such a big problem here because the weather's lovely, and who wants to be inside when the weather is so nice? Just going past the plaza. I used to come here many years ago when Kenny Campbell was on the piano doing his thing. So the real restriction that the bars have and the restaurants is that they have to close at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So there's a big restriction. So one of the questions was what had happened to the white horse. Well, still there. The white horse is still there. It has got a for sale sign on. Lots of places in Mallorca, bars, restaurants, have for sale signs on them in the winter time. But whether it will open up again, that all remains to be seen. And we will continue to do our tours of Magaluf when the season does eventually start, and we'll be able to compare and contrast what actually is open and what has gone for good. There's what used to be the Magaluf Park Hotel, is now part of the Kathmandu complex. Looks like you can get a tattoo if you want. Certainly don't want. Not my thing at all, I'm afraid. And there are places where you can go for a drink, coffee, bite to eat. We're going to be heading up to Leo's Bar. It's one of the places that's been open a lot during the lockdown, and so we've tended to go there. And we've always had really great reception from the staff at Leo's Bar. and we've always enjoyed our coffee there. Just going past Finnegan's. Doesn't matter where you go, you'll always find an Irish bar and hopefully a good pint of Guinness. We're more or less back to where we started. Here's the House of Kathmandu. Not open yet. I've not seen any plans for Kathmandu. We're coming up now to Leo's pub, and hopefully they'll have a table ready for us to have our morning coffee. Well, here we are at Leo's pub. Always a very warm welcome when we come here, and a great cup of coffee. So I hope you've enjoyed the video tour of part of Magaluf. We haven't done the whole of Magaluf today. So this short video of Magaluf streets, and if you have, please share it with your friends so that they can have a look, anybody who's interested in Magaluf. And if you have, give us a thumbs up, and don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video. So bye for now.
Bye.